Hi everyone, this is Mary. I'm part of the leadership team here at Artistry by Altenew, and I am very excited to be with you all today celebrating the release of our new watercolor tubes. In today's video, we're gonna have the amazing Jeccah, one of our artistry artists, present an incredible project, but before we get into that, I just wanted to mention a few things. This video is part of a video hub, which means that we are also collaborating with other amazing artists. So if you want to take a look at what they created, make sure to check the description box below. We have put all of the necessary links for you to visit their channels and get inspired by their amazing work. We are also giving away some amazing prizes, including a $100 gift certificate to our store. So if you're interested in that, again, we have some details in the description box below, so feel free to check those out. All right, now let's get into the video.
If there is something that defines us best, that would be the art that we create. My journey began like any other artists out there, from when we were only children, and our imaginations would run wild and free. Hello, I'm Jeccah, and I'm a fine artist. My artworks are mostly inspired by nature and fantasy. I'm very fascinated by adding a lot of details in my artwork. I guess that's what satisfies me as an artist, and at the same time gets me more in tune with myself and my emotions. When it comes to my creative process, it boils down to two major parts. The first thing I did was research and observation. I watched videos, looked for inspiration, and asked my friends who are good in watercolor about what the consistency should be and the techniques they normally use to achieve the textures, contrast, etc. I also talked my sister into doing a live demo so that I could observe personally. Color mixing. As the colors are limited, I had to make my own color combination to come up with the skin tones and other colors that I wanted to have in my artwork. I used the research I did on what colors to use to come up with the specific colors that I wanted. But a little experimenting on my own also helped a lot. I started off by sketching the outline of the artwork. Erase the darker parts if needed. Then I went on and applied the color to the part of the face with the darker or shadowy part. I used three colors for the skin tone, which is Taldine Red, Permanent Yellow Deep, and Prussian Blue. Later on, I used Phthalo Blue also. Then I used water to lighten the dark brown color and evenly spread it to the other parts of the skin and to get lighter tones as I went to the area with more light. I added a darker tone of the same color to emphasize the features and the shadows. For the outlines, I got the dark brown color by adding more of the Prussian blue into the mixture. It's like 80% of the Prussian blue, and the other 20% is for the Permanent Yellow Deep and Taldine Red. The combinations I used for the lips are Taldine Red and Permanent Yellow Deep, resulting in a somewhat orange tone. I then mixed up some dark red tones for the lip shadows and outlines. I used a combination of phthalo blue and dark cyan for the hair, but later on decided to use Taldine Red and Prussian Blue as well to get a more darker color combination. I applied the lighter shades first and proceeded to the dark ones. I used a lot of blending and mixing to get my desired colors for the hair. For the detailed dark outlines on the hair, I used a fine detail brush and a darker mixture of the same colors. I used Permanent Yellow Deep and Taldine Red for the clothes. I applied the reddish-brown colored mixture I got from mixing the two colors. I then used water and lightened certain areas to generate textures, and used tissue paper to blot off excess water and paint from the brush. After it dried off and I got the wave-like texture, I used a darker tone of the same color mixture for the outlines or the areas that I wanted to emphasize. Finally, as a finishing touch, I made use of the titanium white watercolor tube for the highlights. I applied it with a detail brush to achieve the fine lines.
Wasn't that piece just incredible? I absolutely love the colors that Jeccah was able to create just by simply mixing and matching a few of the primary colors and a couple extra ones. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to leave us a comment down below, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!